Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. It is currently the crack of dawn. We're out today in search of some pike on the river. Now the river's a little bit high because we had some rain yesterday and the day before. It's got a little bit of colour. So I'm going to be going down there today with a brand new spinnerbait that I'll be showing you guys closer in a minute. What we're doing is using the bike to quickly hop between spots really quickly, because I imagine that's where the pike are going to be holding out with a little bit extra water, and it saves us fishing in areas where there's less chance of finding a pike. Now I have already fallen off the bike and I've really hurt my foot quite badly actually. I'm hobbling on it a little bit, but we'll see how we get on. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're going to quickly get on the bike now, scoot up the river, find some spots and hopefully find some fish. When I do, I'll show you my setup and hopefully put some on the bank too. Tree sticks right out. It's got to be slack under there. There's got to be a fish. There we go. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, okay, I'm glad that one fell off. Oh. Now the setup that I'm using today, the reel you'll have seen before is the Revo Beast X, loaded with the 83-pound sick braid, which I've had on there for a little while now, but the rod is brand spanking new and it's from the new range of sort of budget range rods in the Beast series from Abu Garcia. It's 8'6", 50 to 200 gram Beast rod for some extra heavy fishing. Obviously winter time's coming, going to be using some bigger lures to catch some bigger fish, and I'm using some slightly heavier baits today, and I've got a brand new bait with me which is called the Spin Head, Schwarzanker Spin Head, and it's got a weighted head on there. You can essentially pull that off and put whatever bait you want on there today, using a Beast curl tail on there today to be able to attract the fish. The water's a little bit coloured. We've had a little bit of rain over these last couple of days and the water is running off, so as this session goes on it will clear up, but while it's murky and dirty and there's a lot of current, I'm going to be using this Spin Head to hopefully attract some predators. So let's go on with some fishing in an area now which looks really nice, and fingers crossed we'll be able to put a couple of pike on the bank, and when it starts to clear up a bit later on we'll go with some different baits, some more subtle baits, just like paddle tail swim baits, something like that. I'm going to stop talking now, let's get on with some fishing and get some big pike. There we go, there's a fish. God, that feels like a good sized fish. Although it could be that it's in the heavy float. That's a decent river pike. On that new spinnerbait too. God, he really did take that bait well. He's a decent river pike. Oh, we got him. We got him. That is a nice fish on the new spinnerbait. Oh, he absolutely nailed it too. Let's get a better look at this fish. This was a real hard fighting autumn river pike. Absolutely crushed it. Like I say, probably a fish of 8 pound, maybe a little bit bigger, I'm not sure, maybe about 8. And he crushed that brand new bait in some murky water. When you got mucky water, put on something with lots of vibrations and something generally quite large, and you'll tempt the fish, especially the bigger ones. This is a nice one, especially for this river. Right, let's get it well rested and get her back. Back on the bike, biking in between swims, keeping it nice and quick. Looking for the slacks, looking for the slacks. Getting on my bike and I'm looking for the slacks. Almost lost my net. Now I've just walked past this spot There's not zero access down to the water, but I can see a tree that's overhanging the entire water, and you just know there's going to be a predator hanging around there somewhere. So there's all these brambles and nettles, and I'm about to smash through them all just to try and get down to fish this tree, which may or may not even have a fish in it. Let's give it a go though. Oh, see you at the bottom. So I can see there is quite a nice fish at the back of this tree. Can't quite tell how big it is. It might be like a high single or low double. So I'm just going to try and get an angle on it and try and cast over to it. Because the angle of it, the only option I've got is to probably jump into the river and wade around. Take my socks and shoes off. Oh, that water is chilly. You can definitely tell we're in autumn now. I'm just going to walk down just to the back end of this tree, and I'm just going to try and chuck this spinnerbait in front of the pike, see if we can get a reaction from it. Ooh, he turned, he cocked his head, he definitely had a little look at that then. Problem is it's quite heavy, it's really shallow over there, so I'm having to bring it through at quite a fast pace. Right, I'll quickly change baits and we'll see if we can get a reaction off maybe a larger profiled bait like a great big paddle tail. We're just going to go over there with this beast bait. In the larger version, I think maybe something like 25 centimetre, something like that. And we're going to cast it in front of that pike and see if we can get a reaction off it with this bait. Oh yeah, straight away. He's coming after it. Yep, we got it, we got it. Yep. Yep. God, that is a bit bigger than I thought it was. Oh, jeez. I thought this fish were going to be like maybe a low double, and it looks like a mid to high double. Jesus. Yep. He's in the net. We got him. What a fish. Look at the size of his belly. God, he's so fat. Jesus, he's got like the length of a 9-pounder, but then the huge belly. That could be like a 17 or 18 pound pike. That thing's friggin' fat. God, proper chub muncher. The bait I was using proper looks a bit like a chub when you think about it, silver and black sort of coloration. And he crushed it the first run through. Oh, it's got the hooks caught up in the net, but what we'll do is we'll probably have to cut or bend out the hooks to get him out of the net quickly so we can rest this fish and let him have a good old rest in the net while we set up the big camera and take a look at this fish. Probably going to weigh it too. There we have it, guys. Biggest fish of the year so far for me. One of the fattest pike I think I've ever caught. Look at the size of it. Genuinely, when it went in the net, I thought that could be an 18 or 19 pounder. My scales are saying bang on 16. So, beautiful fish. Not very long, but super fat, and it's sometimes when you see the girth of these fish, when you start to get misconstrued as to what the weight could be and what the size could be, you see that belly and you automatically think big. But yeah, it's actually a really short fish. Massive belly, it must be eating chub, barbel. What an absolute stunner. Cool. On that brand new rod, and the beast bait catches me a beast. Awesome. So as you can tell, the light levels are really getting up now, but we've probably got a bit of time left that we can fish in before the sunlight gets really high and it makes the fishing tricky. So I'm going to start heading home now. Obviously I've been on the bike the whole time, you can see it down there now, and I'm going to slowly start heading my way back, and we're going to keep our polarized glasses peeled on the water, and if we find any swims on the way back that look good or look tasty for a pike, we'll have a cast. The water's clearing up, so we're going to put on a different bait now, big beast paddle tail I think, and hopefully search the water and find another pike, hopefully, maybe one or two on the way home. I've just spotted an absolute unit of a pike over on the far bank. It looks like a beast. It's going to take a beast bait to be able to catch that fish. Oh yeah, that's a low to mid double figure fish all day. Cast it from up here, I don't want to go down to the bank in case I spook it. What a beauty. Didn't see it. I guess a low double. There we go. Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it! Oh, he's maybe not as big as I thought he was. Oh, very quickly set up then. Oh, he's swimming at me. It's a very quickly set up then. Oh, what a fish. What a fish. Oh, he's coming to the snags. Oh, it's not as big as I thought it was. Probably a high single, maybe an 8 pounder, 7 or 8 pounder. Awesome. We got it. No, it is a double. It's a low double figure fish. That's awesome. Got my bait completely tangled up in the net. Look at that beast bait there. We'll quickly get unhooked while he's in the net. So we can be nice and quick with him. Getting it done. Beautiful pike, probably about scraping 10 pound. Absolute beauty of a pike. Probably about maybe 9 pounds, something like that. Really nice, long, healthy river fish. Absolutely crushed it. I actually had my rod taken down because I was very quickly moving between swims on the bike. I didn't think there'd be anything down here, and I just glanced over with the polarized glasses. So important. And I saw this fish on the opposite bank and I knew it had won a big bait, and she absolutely crushed it. What a beauty. Christening this new rod real nicely. Let's get her back. Just let her go nice and quickly. Just a bit of GoPro footage. Just let her flop back. There we go. She was so eager, so raring to go. I didn't want to fanny around sorting the camera up and letting her rest and whatever. I just wanted to get her back. She was feisty as hell. Oh, awesome fish. Right, so as you can tell guys, I'm at home now. I have actually been to A&E straight after that session, hence why I didn't really film much, because my foot was really starting to hurt after I fell off my bike at the beginning, and it turns out I fractured my big toe, but never mind. I had a wicked session anyway. Caught my biggest pike of the year so far. What was it, like 16 pound or something. I'm hoping to get some real monsters this year. I've got a session planned this weekend coming up, which is on a fishery that could do pike up to close to 40 pounds. So fingers crossed for that one. Thank you for watching. If you want to check out the gear that I've used in this session, I'll leave it down in the description below. The rod, the reel, and the new baits that I was using. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to, like it if you liked it, and I'll catch you guys later.